Welcome back to the OKC Foodcast. You're joined once again by Nabil
and Ashley Gardner.
And this is going to be a fun episode.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun episode.
I feel like I'm already laughing.
Me too. But before we tell you what we're laughing about, Ashley, tell us what the favorite thing you ate this week was.
So in one of our past episodes, the episode about us, I had talked about wanting to make hot and sour soup.
Yeah.
I finally did it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And again, she didn't bring me any.
No, I'm sorry.
Go figure.
I keep having to apologize for that.
Maybe one day she will.
But no, I made a homemade hot and sour soup that turned out phenomenal. I basically boiled a whole chicken to get some broth, chicken broth. I did have to add more chicken broth because I wanted a big full pot.
Yeah.
And then I sauteed some ginger, garlic, and green onions, quite a bit of all of that. And the hot and sour broth is basically chicken, that stuff I sauteed, soy sauce, rice vinegar. I put in some bamboo shoots and mushrooms. And then after you get that, like, really mingled together, boiled together.
The most important part.
The most important part, yeah. Letting it really
just meld
together. Exactly. Yeah. Then I added in my, the scrambled eggs, or I scrambled raw eggs and then you pour it in. So you get
little egg strings.
Egg strings. They call it actually egg ribbons.
Oh, egg ribbons. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah. So the soup turned out wonderful. I'm really excited that I finally got to make that. And then to go with it, I also made a big wok of chicken fried rice.
Nice.
And it turned out great. It was an awesome meal.
Fried rice is solid. Put some sriracha on the fried rice.
Yeah,
of
course.
Good to go.
Duh. And, all of it was really, really easy. So I will be making that again for sure.
And she'll be bringing me some.
And I will bring you some.
Thank you. Thank you.
What was the favorite thing you ate this week?
The favorite thing I ate this week was off the hook.
Okay.
And I was going to try something different. Got the same thing.
Really?
I got the melted lobster. I mean, I got in there and I was just like, maybe I'll try the melted lobster. Just because, when I ate it, it was so good and it was so satisfying. The melted lobster is Cajun spices on a broiled lobster, roasted poblano peppers, grilled onions, Monterey Jack cheese, which I think this cheese, it was just so cheesy and so good and tasted so good. All in garlic butter Texas toast.
Oh, yum.
It's so good. My mouth is watering right now talking about it.
So, do you still feel like you get the lobster flavor? Because I love big chunks of lobster. It's hard for me to wrap my head around smothering it with cheese.
I did get some of the lobster flavor. Now, obviously, it's not as strong as if you were just eating lobster.
Yeah.
But I did get that lobster flavor and the lobster feel. Mm-hmm. But, I didn't go there for just lobster.
Yeah.
It was the melted lobster.
It was the melted lobster. Okay. All right. Did it come with any sides?
Yeah, you could get fries or chips.
Okay.
And then you could get some of their other sides, which I did not get. I just got the fries. I wasn't even going to get any sides because I really just wanted the sandwich. But next time I go, I'm going to try some of their different sides and see how it is, I wanted to try those grilled jerk chicken kebabs.
Yeah, that he told us about.
Yeah, but I didn't. I got the melted lobster. I think this is this thing we've talked about. You go to a place and you've eaten something that's been really good.
Yep.
And you go to the place again to get that thing, right? So
that's
one of these days
you go with a few people, so then you share some new things that you haven't had before.
Yeah. So next time maybe I'll go with a few people so I can try all the different things. I mean, because they've got gumbo, they've got shrimp and grits, they've got, fish and smothered seafood fries.
Ooh.
So this sounds really good.
Good.
This sounds really good. You can either get smothered seafood fries or rice. It's lobster cream sauce with shrimp, crawfish, lump crab, and baby clams smothered over rice or fries. and then it's topped with cheese, fried onions, chives, and bacon.
Hell yes.
I would probably get it without the bacon, but that's just me.
I'll get it with more bacon.
You can also add like extra fish and extra shrimp and all that stuff. So
oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
That sounds, that I almost got that.
Yeah, for sure.
I just wanted everything. I want to try it all.
Right.
Try it all.
All right. It's still on my list. It's definitely been on my list for a minute. So I am going to make my way there.
Yeah. Well, next time we can get like 3 or 4 people and try all of this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Done.
All right. So let's jump into our fun episode this week.
The reason why we were laughing. We got some listener feedback.
Yay!
Some great feedback. And this was about our episode where we mentioned that we weren't huge ranch fans.
Right.
And that is apparently a taboo in Oklahoma. So let's listen to this feedback.
Okay.
It is pretty good. So this self-proclaimed ranch aficionado, as she signed the email, which was awesome, by the way, says, "Dear OKC Foodcast, I'm a huge fan and supporter of your podcast. However, I was a bit disappointed during your last episode. Frowny face emoji.
Oh.
It's upsetting to see that 2 people who are representing food in Oklahoma claim to not be ranch fans." So let's pause that right there. And I think the distinction is, I wouldn't say ranch is the end all be all of all condiments.
Right.
As a lot of people think.
Yeah.
For me, ranch has its place, and I do like ranch. And there's good ranch and there's bad ranch. There's a big difference in ranch.
Okay.
As there is in ketchup, as there is in a lot of condiments. Ranch has its place, and I like ranch, and I'll eat it with like some wings.
Right.
My salad.
Okay.
Carrots, vegetables.
Yeah.
Right? Those type of things.
So see, for me, if I'm choosing between ranch or blue cheese, I'm going blue cheese every time.
Okay.
However, my sister does make a ranch dip where she takes like a container of sour cream, and they have like these Hidden Valley packets of ranch that you put into the sour cream, and it's like really thick, great on cold vegetables. So I'll eat ranch then. I don't hate it either.
Yeah, I don't hate ranch.
No. I just don't want to dip everything into ranch.
I will agree with that.
Yeah.
I will agree with that. So then back to this, she continues to say, "Born and raised in Oklahoma, I enjoy ranch on pretty much everything. I'm not as big of an enthusiast as Christy Taylor."
Christy Taylor.
She says, "The woman who eats her Pop-Tarts with ranch." Did you know this?
No.
So there is this woman in Oklahoma that didn't claim, she actually did this on Twitter. There's a picture that she's dipping her strawberry frosted Pop-Tart in ranch.
Gross.
So I am glad that you're not that big of an enthusiast as her. I would not be. And if you were, maybe I wouldn't be reading this on air. Because then your testimony is a little tainted. But it's funny because in that, I looked this up because I didn't know who Christy Taylor was either. Apparently, Pop-Tarts replied to her tweet.
Pop-Tarts themselves.
Pop-Tarts replied to her tweet and said, "That is just disrespectful." This was hilarious. So first of all, thank you for bringing that to our attention because I did not know this existed. That story was amazing.
That's hilarious. They took that really personally.
Yeah. I mean, you're dipping Pop-Tarts, which is a breakfast
strawberry Pop-Tart.
sweet treat in ranch.
Come on. No.
I don't know. I don't think I could get on board with that.
I can't
get on board with that. And there was a funny line in this article that says, this isn't the feedback, this is the article. It says, "The consensus seems to be that America's ranch obsession does have an end. And apparently, it's as a dip for Pop-Tarts."
That's where America draws the line.
That is funny.
That's funny that made such a big splash.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, to our listener, I am so glad you're not that big of an enthusiast. So she continues on to say, "But I would say that I prefer ranch dressing on more food items than the average person," which is okay.
Yeah.
Everyone has their preferences.
Right.
I might like ketchup on a few more things than a lot of people, but that's me. I like ketchup.
I mean, I put sriracha on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So you like sriracha.
I like
everyone.
sriracha.
I mean, I put sriracha on an absurd amount of things too.
And Cholula.
See, so all these different hot sauces, a lot of people use them interchangeably.
Yeah.
You can't.
No,
You can't.
No. I feel like certain things I go for Cholula and certain things I go for Sriracha.
Yeah, like I asked someone, I was like, hey, do you have Sriracha? They were like, no, we got Louisiana. You can just use the same thing. I was like, no.
No, that is not
It
the
is not
same
the
thing.
same thing. I mean, just because it's hot and red. Not the same thing. Anyway, so she continues on to say, in fact, I even have a top 5 list of best ranch served in restaurants, which is awesome.
Right.
So if you're listening to this, which I hope you are, because at the end you do say you listen, send us that top 5 list.
Yeah, I guess we need to go
know.
try this ranch.
Yeah. Actually, so she continues on to say, considering that Oklahoma's favorite condiment is buttermilk ranch dressing, according to BuzzFeed.
According to BuzzFeed, she's done her research.
She's a ranch enthusiast.
Apparently.
A ranch aficionado.
Aficionado.
That's what she says.
Yep.
I like it. So, according to BuzzFeed, that's Oklahoma's favorite condiment. I would be delighted to hear an episode about ranch. Some topic ideas could include local eateries' takes on ranch dressing, and she mentions Hideaway Pizza, Brook, Mazio's, etc.
All right.
The ranch flavored soda at Pops.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. That sounds so disgusting.
You know, I would actually try that.
Would you?
I would try it.
I mean, I might take a sip just to say I tried it, but I wouldn't purchase it.
I mean, you'd have to purchase it to take a
No,
sip.
I'm going to have
You
somebody
can't-
else purchase it. I won't. No.
Yeah, I would.
That sounds awful.
I would get it to try it.
She said she
I'm not
liked
gonna-
it?
I don't know. She never mentioned if she tried it.
Okay.
But I feel like she probably would have.
Right.
Or how the weak believes that ranch could be the new ketchup. I will disagree with that statement. I don't think ranch can be the new ketchup.
No.
But that's just me
Again,
personally.
These condiments have a place and time.
Yes. And then she finishes off her email by saying, thank you for your dedication in spreading awareness about food in Oklahoma. As I said, I will continue to be a follower of OKC Foodcast, but my friends saw a very angry side of me when I heard that neither of you are fans of ranch. Sincerely, a self-proclaimed ranch aficionado.
Oh, that was amazing.
I love it.
That was amazing.
That was a fantastic email. So thank you for writing in. That was awesome. But if you could, send us the top 5 list of the best ranch that you think is served in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We will go try them.
We will. Yeah.
And we'll do an episode about it.
Any of you.
Yeah.
If you have a spot that has the best ranch in your opinion, let us know. We'll do a ranch taste test.
A ranch off?
A ranch off? Maybe. Oh gosh. I don't think I've ever talked about ranch so much.
I don't think I have either. So this was awesome. So you could see why we were so excited at the start of this episode. That was just really funny. You know, thinking about this made me do a little research, and I stumbled upon this gem of an article in Food and Wine.
This is amazing.
That I shared. It says that Heinz is coming out with new condiments.
Yes.
And now these aren't like brand new condiments. These are just mixtures of existing condiments.
These are condiment mashups.
Condiment mashups.
Yeah, we'd love to know your thoughts on these mashups.
Yeah. So this all began last year when Heinz kind of teased this mayo chup.
Mayo chup.
Which is a mixture of ketchup
and mayo. Ew. I know some people like ketchup and mayo on burgers.
I think a lot of people do like a ketchup and mayo mix for their fries.
Ooh.
I've seen a lot of people do it.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm not like necessarily surprised that they were like, ooh, maybe we should just make this and package it.
You know what they should do? Have you ever seen the Smucker's Goober? It's peanut butter and jelly in one jar.
Really?
Yes. And so...
Oh, I think I have.
So if they did like a swirl of the red and white of ketchup and mustard, I mean, I feel like...
You mean ketchup and mayo?
I meant ketchup and mayo, yes. I feel like that might... maybe it'd just be nicer looking. I don't know.
I wonder if that would get shaken up during transport and just mix up.
Mixed up during transport.
Or maybe that can just be the outside of it.
Yeah.
But so Heinz didn't stop there, though.
Right.
It wasn't just about Mayo Chup. They then proceeded to release Mayo Must, which is mayonnaise and mustard. Mayo Q, which is mayo and barbecue sauce. And Kranch. Kranch, which is ketchup and ranch.
Ew. Wow.
That was... I can't believe they did this. And in this article on Food and Wine magazine, it has a quote from the associate director of marketing for Heinz, and it says, "When we launched Mayo Chup, Mayo Must, and Mayo Q, our fans speculated on social media what they thought the next condiment mashup should be, and the tweets were pouring in. So apparently Kranch was inspired by their fans' ideas."
Oh, all right.
So I guess people are on board with this.
That's interesting. Have you ever seen these on the shelf?
I haven't, but I've never even looked for them, though.
I haven't either.
Like, I think this would be... It's weird.
It is weird. Mayo Must.
Maybe I'll get him to try it. I feel like I'm going to throw it away.
I also, and I'm scared to say this for the next listener feedback, I'm not a huge mayo fan.
Let the emails pour in.
There's a time and place. I don't mind it in like a little bit light on like a tuna salad or a chicken salad. That's about the only time I will.
Yeah, like I wouldn't dip my fries in mayo.
No. Or put it on a burger.
I could go either way on that. I usually wouldn't put mayo on my burger. Mm-hmm. But if it's there, I'm not going to like scrape it off.
No.
Mayo is just like a good vessel to carry forward flavors.
I have to disagree. Yeah.
It depends on how you use it.
Right.
It depends on how you use it. A lot of people use it very generously, which I do not like.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, if you use it in the right quantity in the right places, I think it's fine. I think it's got its use.
Yeah.
It's got its use.
All right. Well, that was fun.
So thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Thank you for sending us your very entertaining letter.
Yeah, and
email.
Very well written.
Yes.
That was awesome.
All right, so kind of switching gears, we were approached by Poke Loco. Did I say that right?
Poke Loco.
Yeah. I always wonder if it should be Pokey or Poke.
It's technically supposed to be poke. I think a lot of people say pokey.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah. So Poke Loco approached us, asked us to come in and give their food a try. I think our listeners would enjoy hearing about our experience. So we're going to kind of tell you about what we had for lunch today.
Let's do it.
All right.
So if anyone doesn't know, poke originated from Hawaii. Mm-hmm. All about the fresh fish in a bowl. So when we went to Poke Loco, we ordered a few different things just to try it so that we could come back and talk about it and let you know how it went. We got the Poke Tuna Bowl.
Right.
Which has the raw tuna, sushi rice, spring mix, avocados, cucumbers, masago, poke sauce, house aioli, and the seaweed.
Right. I really enjoyed that bowl.
I liked it.
Yeah, I did too.
When someone said poke in Oklahoma,
it does make you kind of...
And there's no reason for it because obviously you can get things delivered and things are still fresh and all of that stuff. But like being landlocked, the first thing you don't jump to is seafood.
Right.
Right. As soon as someone says seafood, you're like, seafood in Oklahoma? Like if you were telling someone from out of town, be like, I'm going to take you to the best seafood restaurant.
Right.
And
They're
it's in Oklahoma.
Look at you like you're crazy.
Exactly. So.
But this tuna was so fresh.
This tuna was good. It was really good. It was really good. Like the flavor is really good. Mm-hmm. I did like adding just a little bit of soy sauce and some sriracha.
Yep.
On that bowl and just mixing that up and devouring it. That was a really good bowl.
I like that a lot. Now, another thing that we tried was, I believe they refer to this as like their sushi burrito.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. And in this, the one we got was the Mango Tango. It's sushi rice, chili lime shrimp, romaine, cucumber, mango salsa, masago, Asian slaw, nori, and it's served with their house aioli. My thoughts on this, I was not a big fan.
Me neither.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go here, I'm going to get that poke bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe the taco that we're just about to talk about.
The bowl and this taco. But this sushi burrito, it just didn't do it for me.
I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like I was eating a lot of rice.
Yeah, a whole lot of rice.
Yeah. And I don't know, usually when I eat sushi and stuff, I like getting the other things.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, but if you're a fan of like the rice and the burrito, give it a shot. I mean, they had tons and tons of different things.
Right. Lots of different options.
Yeah.
Just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
So this other thing that we tried was the chicken curry taco.
This was awesome.
And that sounds kind of weird, but it was really, really, really good. Mm-hmm. That chicken curry was
top notch.
I would get a bowl of that chicken curry.
Yeah.
Like, I don't put it in a taco, just put it in a bowl, and I'm going to eat that with some rice. It was so good. This taco had the chicken curry, rice, cheese, and Thai relish.
And it was also in a flour tortilla.
Yes.
So there's the kind of the fusion, the flour tortilla with rice in the flour tortilla, sushi rice.
Yeah. And they call these their fusion tacos.
Right.
So they have like a whole list of these. It's not weird putting rice in a taco. I did that once and it worked really well.
I will do it like with a fajita, like put my rice and beans in my tortilla.
Yeah.
But I've never had sushi rice in a tortilla.
Yeah, when I put rice in my taco, I'd made chicken parmesan.
Oh.
So I'd made so I put rice, the chicken parmesan, and then the marinara sauce on top of that. It worked out pretty well. I don't know why I decided to put rice with chicken parmesan, but I did.
Why not?
And it worked.
Yeah.
So...
but I think, as you were saying, that chicken curry, just that alone was awesome. And I loved it, but I know you are a huge curry fan, and Serena cooks lots of curries, right? Yeah. So I think you would be the best judge of this curry, and you loved it.
I love Thai food and Thai curries, and that was really, really good.
Cool. And the last thing we tried was the grilled shrimp taco. This taco was corn tortillas with grilled shrimp, cheese, lettuce, cilantro, house aioli, pico de gallo, and an avocado sauce. This one, in my opinion, was okay.
Yeah, I think it was just a taco.
Yeah, nothing to write home about.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, it was... I would say like the shrimp in the burrito and the taco was cooked really well.
Yeah, the shrimp was cooked well.
And, it tasted real good. But in front of the poke bowl and the chicken curry taco, they don't stand a chance.
Right. So that's our recommendation. And thank you, Poke Loco, for inviting us.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up this week's episode, there's some cool food news that we want to bring to you.
For sure. So this info came from OKC Talk. They're always posting great information about new and cool things coming up around the city.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I'm super excited about this because I've tried both of these places before. So plans have been drawn for a new development at I-44 in Western that may include 2 new-to-market restaurants. So when they say may include, I'm going to assume that this is not a done deal yet.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I hope it's a done deal.
I do too. The first one is Snooze. Snooze is basically an AM eatery.
So a brunch spot.
Brunch, breakfast. The cool thing, they are typically only open from like 6:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. daily. So they don't even mess with anything after 2:30. I've been to Snooze in Houston, and they really bring a fun and casual atmosphere with breakfast and brunch, and they have really unique menu items and amazing cocktails. So they have a great cocktail list. My favorite thing by far is their pancake flights.
That sounds really cool.
Yes. With their pancake flights, they have several unique pancake options. The ones that I've tried, my first and foremost favorite was the pineapple upside down pancakes, which are buttermilk pancakes with caramelized pineapple chunks on top, homemade vanilla cream, and like a cinnamon butter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yes. So they serve you, it's like a rectangle plate. And so you have all three on one plate. Another one I tried was the blueberry Danish pancakes. And it's kind of a tie between this one and the pineapple upside down.
And Hatch does something like that, right? Where they give you multiple pancakes on a plate?
Multiple different flavors?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think so.
Cool. Then I need to try that.
Yeah, you should. You should. If pancake flights is your thing.
That's my jam. Yeah. I love the pancake flights and their cocktails. So
yeah, I almost tried Snooze in Dallas. So I guess next time I'm there, I'm going to have to try it.
For sure.
Yeah, my sister-in-law was like, we got to go to Snooze. We got to go to Snooze. And I was like, brunch, not today.
What?
But I should.
Who are you?
I should have let her do it.
Who are you? I don't know you. Brunch, not today.
I don't know. I was just feeling it. I don't know. All right. Well, next time we're going.
Yeah. So, I really hope this plan follows through. The proposed site used to be the home of Deep Fork Grill, which closed in like summer of 2017. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled and fingers crossed.
Yeah. And what's the second thing that's coming there?
So the second thing, same location area, I-44 in Western, is Postino Wine Cafe. Postino Wine Cafe offers a variety of small plates, boards, bruschetta, soups. Again, I've been to Postino in Houston. You will love it if they do bring it here. They have great happy hours. And if they do, I don't even know if they're going to do the exact same thing that they do in Houston.
You would think so.
I would think so, like, and hope so.
A kind of like making it a franchise or a chain.
Right. And the great thing about both of these, they don't feel chainy.
I was reading up about Postinos, and I love the idea of bruschetta boards.
Yes, they're delicious.
Or bruschetta boards.
Bruschetta. And that's actually on one of their happy hours. It's $25 for a bottle of wine and a board. So these boards, it's like, it's not just traditional bruschetta.
Yeah, they have like tons of different flavors or types that you can choose from. And I mean, they all sound fantastic.
Yeah, and they are fantastic. And then the other happy hour that they do is 5 till 5 every day. It is truly the happiest of hours because you can get $5 glasses of wine and pitchers of beer till 5 p.m.
Happiest of hours.
Yes. So fingers crossed that both Snooze and Postino make their way to OKC.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Another thing that I stumbled upon was Neighborhood Jam is expanding.
I know. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Neighborhood Jam is opening up in Midtown. Mm-hmm. So I know I usually go to the Penn location.
Right.
And there's always such a long wait. And I'm sure there's still going to be a long wait.
Right.
But Midtown is going to get another edition of a brunch place.
That's cool. Now that spot's really, really good.
Yeah.
So, and that'll actually be more convenient for me. So thank you, Neighborhood Jam.
Thank you for giving me more jam. So thanks once again for tuning into the OKC Foodcast. We really appreciate it. Please share this episode or this podcast with your friends, your family, a fellow food lover, and leave us a rating, 5 stars. Please and thank you. And write us a review. That's what really helps us get it across to more people.
Absolutely. And if you would like to collaborate or send in your listener feedback or comments, please feel free to email us at okcfoodcast@gmail.com. Or you can even send us a direct message through Instagram or Facebook. So please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at OKC Foodcast.
And then send us a message.
So yeah, I think that's it for today. And until next time, Eat well and be happy.